Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, we're giving away our 5th and final gold pass of the 41,000 subscriber giveaway. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max one entry. All the other guidelines are in the pinned comment and description of the video. Now, you guys have asked me a lot, Aki, can I see a furnace attack? Well, I've been in the lab cooking up a army. This one is probably one of the easiest spam attacks I've created in a little bit here, especially for ground. It is very, very strong. I've got two versions of the army. One with the Phoenix, with the Spear and Electro Boots. The other one is with the Spirit Fox, Electro Boots, and Haste. Also, you can use this army with the Siege Barracks that I can show, but I actually do prefer having the Troop Thrower in here is what actually works best for me, because look at the CC, I've got super wall breakers in there, so you can just demolish in the core of the base. To handle that, I also have the King with the Yak, which works well, but I'll show both versions off and then we'll take it into Legends League. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Siege Barrack and Phoenix Charger version. How do you do it? Well, you're Royal Champion, you're trying to get the best value you can, and when I mean value, what am I actually saying? Well, value means setting up the path for your Super Yetis, because you don't want your Super Yetis to walk around the base. That's just not going to end well for you, and you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So, for me, I'm like, okay, I want to get a path created, but then I also want to get some decent buildings. I don't just want to run around the town, like town hall area, or like out here and just keep sniping out buildings. That's not going to really do it for me. I actually want to get in towards somewhat of the core and start destroying. So I was like, you know what? I can pop my Royal Champion ability at this multi-archer tower. The reason I went for that, and you totally could have went for the top side because it is symmetrical, is because I want to get in towards that poison tower or even that inferno area, and that carves out a section of the base. So aka, we take the whole 6 o'clock area is the goal. Because this army was pretty quick, the rocket spear actually does not cause you too many issues. I still think I had like close to 20-ish seconds to spare, so that's why I was just like, you know what? It's all good. You're not going to run into too many issues. So this version works well. You can take some buildings out right away. Make that ricochet invis, cannon invis, just because I want to push my Royal Champion actually in towards there. Next invisibility now. Just make sure, the key thing is you don't want to lose your Royal Champion early. If you do that, you're going to probably find yourself in some trouble. As you can see here, the Royal Champion's doing her thing. She's now going to push towards the 3 o'clock side, which we are totally happy with. This is why I don't like the town or going in near the town hall, but sometimes you have to, is it just does so much dang damage. Next, invis in, Royal Champion's going to make it towards a wizard tower. At this point, you should already be able to see where we're going to start our queen. I want to see if you guys can see where I was going to do that. If you can, great, put it down in the comment section below. For me, it is 9 o'clock. The reason for that is because my World Champion's already cleared the 6 o'clock side. If my queen clears the 9 o'clock side, I just get my Super Yeti straight in towards this compartment, and we're good to go. I like to provide the queen, and when I'm using the Siege Barracks, the Super Yeti, and then a furnace, a single furnace, just to do some distraction. Obviously, here in the Siege Barracks, I had super wall breakers, which was a mistake because I forgot to change the FC layout. It should be either Valkyries you could have in there, or you could have triple Yetis, or you could have a Super Yeti and a Yeti, any kind of those little ground mix. Heck, you could even throw super minions in there if you want to. Now, in the middle of the funnel I've created, I'm going to get my Super Yetis down, furnaces in a line. I should have had my furnaces more spread out, but the queen did her job over there, so I could have kept it a little bit more tight-knit. That's fine, because I know my king and Super Yeti are heading in towards the core of the base. Look at this proper funnel set. Everything is good. Queen's going to do her thing. I'm going to pop her ability. I'm going to get in a rage. We're going to have to deal with one last ice golem. That is totally fine. I've got the Eternal Tome here. You could use the Life Gem if you want. I feel like the Eternal Tome is a nice little mix here in the core of the base. Sometimes helps, especially when you have like a back end that's solid and a too much buildings. I love to save the king ability for a little bit later in the base, because now look, you've opened up the whole entire base. You've got Super Yetis everywhere. You've still got the queens on the top side out to run out. That's fine. King and his Yak are going to survive, which is exactly what you want to see. And then the Super Yetis are still up too. Let's go 4 times speed through this, because we got ourselves a 3-star. The furnaces finally run out, but boy oh boy, did they ever do their damage. Now, I will see you guys in the next attack, which is the Spirit Fox version. Okay, this might be a little PSA for myself, but also for you guys. With the Fox, I do not like charging the Town Hall. I feel like it goes down so quickly, and you don't really get the value out of it. So I'm going to ignore the 12 o'clock side. I could do the 6 o'clock side, but what I actually liked more is either 9 o'clock over here, or 3 o'clock. Totally good options, because then you're just going to slice out a piece of the pie. I decided personally to go at this archer tower. I felt like my royal champion would do a good enough job to get in towards the expo right away, which is going to be quick, and then we can get her in towards the core of the base. Look at the actual value she ends up getting for us, which is kind of ridiculous. I dropped the invisibilities because my royal champion starts the attack at 2 minutes 56 seconds, 2 minutes 46 seconds, 2 minutes 36 seconds, and then so on and so forth. I pop her ability early because I have the control of her. I know where she's going to be going, so she's not just going to go to random building to building where it's too hard for me to predict. I wait, get that last round of invisibility from the Spirit Fox, but I saw the Spirit Fox was going down at this point, and I still have 6 invisibilities left to use, so I'm just going to keep the Spirit Fox alive just because I was scared. I was like, you know what? I can't rely on it anymore. The town hall's right there. It's going to do too much damage, and I'm going to be in trouble. So the royal champion has cleared pretty much all that 9 o'clock side completely up to 12 o'clock, which is kind of ridiculous. We get the next invisibility in. At this point, you guys should really be able to tell where the funnel is going to begin. Where's the queen going? Well, she's going to go at 12 o'clock with the Yeti, with the furnace, and they're going to clear the 6 o'clock side, and then royal champion did her job. Super Yetis have no other way to go except in towards this compartment. That's why I like to add 2 super wall breakers to it, just to get them in early. Royal champion's going to end up clearing that ricochet cannon for us, which is perfect. And then I'm actually going to save one of the invisibilities. The reason for that is sometimes when a monolith is so close, your king can get locked onto, so I sometimes do like to save it. Here, this attack, you can see I spread out the furnaces a little bit better, or actually way better than that other attack, but I've noticed that both versions work quite well. Queen's off on her own. I provide her a poison spell to deal with the enemy CC that's from it. As you can see here, the king might get locked onto, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to drop an invisibility there, get all the Super Yeti safe. Warden ability a little bit early. Reason for that is because my troops are healthy. I'm just going to let them keep moving through here. I'm going to pop the king ability as he approaches this next set of walls, so we don't have to wait too long. Queens get actually supported by that, and at this point, I'm going to rage up the core troops. The Super Yetis under rage are ridiculous. We have the Electromite Clone, which actually stuns the single target Infernos. That's why they pair so nicely with the King and Yak, because the King and Yak, yes, they can get locked onto by the single target, but it just keeps getting stunned. Now, at this point, we'll go 4 times speed because the attack is pretty much over. We got the Giant in the core of the base, which is just awesome for us because we're going to get more 3 stars when it does join up. Super Yetis still alive, King, Queen up too. I will see you guys now in the next attack. This is so dang unfortunate. I had this recorded live. No audio came through. It was so much fun. I had, I think, like 7 or 8 people spectating. That's always so cool to see. But what was my plan for this base? Well, 2 things I want to mention. Why'd I go with the Phoenix over the Spirit Fox? I felt like the Phoenix works well with the Rocket Spear, and the Rocket Spear was my key interest on a base like this. I don't want to charge in towards this multi-gear tower because there's too many heroes. So that cancels off the 9 o'clock side. I could go from 6 o'clock, but with the Rocket Spear, I can't tell which direction she's going to end up going, so I have less control. Same kind of thing at 12 o'clock, but it's a little bit better. I really, really liked the 3 o'clock side. I get my royal champion in towards this builder hut. She's going to snipe that out. Then I'm going to pop her ability. She should go for the wizard tower after that. And then I can use an invisibility because she does not outrange the monolith when she's got the rocket spear shot. So check this out. I'm going to get my royal champion in there. Not too worried about it. Perfectly executed. We're going to pop her ability now. That was great timing. And then now look. 2 expos are going to lock onto her. So I do have to use invisibilities early. Do not worry about that. That is totally fine. At this point, I want to see which direction she takes. If she's going to go towards the bottom side, that's totally fine by me. But now it sets and already tells me where I'm going to enter in with my queen. I hope you guys can tell that too, because having her walk down, the obvious counter funnel is at 12 o'clock to get our Yetis in towards the town hall area. Look how I positioned that invisibility. The reason for that is I just wanted her to run safe in towards the bottom side. Now, as this is going on, I'm actually going to be like, oh, you know what? I feel like I can get this invisibility in and then start with my queen, Yeti, and furnace. That's stuff that kind of takes some time to execute because you guys can run into a little bit of problems if you're not like feeling that confident with RC walks. Next invisibility in, and then I get my main portion of the attack started as well. I have 1 more invisibility left to use. Look at that perfect timing. My royal champion still makes it through that. And now I'm just going to focus in on the actual Super Yeti's furnaces part of the attack. Queen takes out that ricochet cannon. And now look what I did here though. And this is what I mean, taking slices out of the cake. RC took this slice. She liked it. Queen took her slice, and she's still going. She's going to eat some more. Now look at the Super Yetis and King. They are directly funneled either in towards the Town Hall or in towards this Fire Spitter compartment, which I'm totally good with because my Queen's going to play on the outside and take care of everything that's on that outer funnel. So my Super Yetis are always in the core of the base. That's exactly how you want it. This is a picture-perfect attack. Do not panic and use Warden abilities and feel like you just need to crush right away through them. I use it here because I saw the Giga Bomb. I know that you Super Yetis are going to take some damage. Pop the King ability as well. During that time, we take out some key defenses, and now we've still got the Troop Thrower still launching in some extra tanking for us. And look what the Queens did, guys. They took out that outside, and now the Yetis King get to carve out the core of the base. At this point, we can speed through here because we are going to get our 3-star, but a very, very nice attack. The Furnaces just keep spamming in their mites, and we get ourselves the job done, which was awesome to see. I'm loving this attack. Now we're going to go try it in Legends League and see if we can find some success too. Okay, now in Legends League, we're going to try it with the Rocket Spear Fox version after this. So let's go in with the Phoenix. We got our army all cooked up. We're good to go. Let's see what we can do. So a little bit more of a compartment style base. I do not want to go for the CC. That's disgusting. That would cause me so many issues. I could go from the bottom side. That's fine. We can split the base there. We can split the base from 12 o'clock side because it is symmetrical. But I really like this angle here from the multi-archer tower because I'm going to get my roll champion in. And I'm going to see if I can get her in towards the monolith. That would be a lot of fun for me. My roll champion's going to do her thing. I'm actually going to get some archers in here to start cleaning up already. I really like to do that. That's always smart just because, you know, you can sometimes run into time issues. But watch this. I'm going to push my roll champion already in towards the mono. And then after this, we will see which direction she decides to take. But so far, so good. She's going to take out all those Teslas. I'm just going to make sure she goes towards the top side. That's okay. But we're not going to allow her to take too much damage here because there is a Giga Bomb there. And that's going to make her kind of take way too much more than I probably need. And let's see. Can I get her towards the Town Hall? Oh my god, I just got her towards the Town Hall. Now I'm going to provide her a Rage here. The reason I did that is because I don't think 2 invisibilities would allow for me to get that down, but the Rage will. And now we're going to keep pushing. Roll champion has cleared the base. Now we can start with our Queen anywhere we want. I might have her at this bottom side, Super Yeti and a Furnace, and then just build on this funnel right here and just go kind of nuts. Super Wall Breaker right away. King, Warden, and just open up the base, and we're just going to kind of lap around. We're going to get some more archers here. We're going to get our Troop Thrower in. Queen has set her funnel, and the King should just kind of walk in towards there and create havoc. We have a poison spell if we need it later on. But for right now, we just need to wall break through everything and hopefully smash in towards the core of this base. You know what? I might pop the King ability here to open everything up. Poison spell down here for the heroes as well. Warden ability now. And just watch this. This is so much fun. We're going to get our Queen ability in here too to get the Giant out. Speed stuff along. Topside should be able to fund it. The Furnaces are going to run out soon, but that's fine. This is why I like the Eternal Tome. So even being slowed down here with a ton of damage, we have a bunch of the troops left up. Topside still being cleaned up with just the Furnaces. You can pop if you need those troops anytime, like whatever. Like just keep going. Like what I mean is like once you get your tanking going, do not be worried about like, oh, I need to do this right away or I need to do this. The attack is so dang strong. The Super Yetis rarely go down that you're not really going to run into too many issues. The Giant also being in the attack is really, really good for us. I do want him to actually path in towards a scatter shot would be nice. He is going to do that. And look at the Electromites. They're stunning defenses, but they are also doing that chain damage, which you love to see. And guys, we are going to get ourselves a 3-star, which is awesome with some really good overkill. I really like having the Boogers and Sneezy there. They're going to do their job for us. Now we're going to add in the Spirit Fox and see how it works with that version. And then we'll probably call this video an end. But I'll see you guys there. So much fun so far. Okay, next attack, we're going to try with the Spirit Fox having the haste in. And people are going to ask, Aki, which one's your better version? Which one do you like better? I personally like the Phoenix a tad bit better, but I guess it is sometimes base dependent. So if you're in war, you have a better decision of choosing. If you're in Legends League, the safer one might be this Phoenix, I think, for most players. But if you're good with RC charges, the Spirit Fox will also get you a ton of value. But let's head in here. Where do we want to go with the Roll Champion? All the heroes got some solid coverage. I don't want to run right in towards the Town Hall, But if I could get near the monolith, that actually kind of splits the base in a really solid way. So I'm going to go roll champion in. First invisibility. You guys know the drill. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Hopefully that Spirit Fox does not take too much damage. That's fine. She almost got nailed. I'm going to pop the RC ability here because she's in a very controlled area because I know which direction she's going to run into. My Spirit Fox has gone down, which is not good to use it this early, or to lose it this early, I should say. But that's nice to have a mistake like this to see if we can still get the job done. World Champion's going to move in towards this poison tower, which actually helps me out a little bit because this should make sure the aura damage takes down the mono, right? Oh, yeah, the monolith goes down finally. Jeez, that was scary. But World Champion still going to do her thing. I'm going to start with the Queen Yeti Furnace up top. Keep an eye out on the World Champion. Hopefully she can take care of this single target Inferno for me because that is valuable. But I'm going to start with the rest. Get everything in. King, get the Furnace, Troop Launcher, Super Wall Breaker. One more invisibility left to use. Going to use that there. Oh, I kind of hid that Inferno, which was actually not what I intended to do. Now at this point, I'm going to get in a early Rage. See where the Super Yetis can take us, which direction. I'm not going to pop the King ability just yet because I think we're doing good. Invisibility here. We're going to have to head in and work with the Headhunter. All good. Going to pop the ability, Queen ability too, to make sure we keep the troops on track here. King's actually in the core of the base, which is spectacular. Once he gets near that CC is when I'm going to pop his ability because that'll open up the rest of the base. I do not want them to go towards the outside. I want them to stay in the core here. So right now, watch this. Right at the CC, pop this. Look at that. Look at the damage it's going to do. Hopefully that single doesn't lock on towards my King. But these furnaces are distracting this single and probably going to end up taking it down. Queen's on the outside with the giant. Our Queen is still alive. Look at that Yak providing some insane value. Still have a minute left on this base. This is what I mean. The attack seems like it would be slow, but it's really, really easy to do. And you have time to spare. But let me know what you guys thought about the army. It's a ton of fun. Please do try it because you will get 3 stars, especially even high up in Legends League because these attacks I think are all in the 57-25 range. That's what I ended off at yesterday. So working up high, we can claim this reward because I know some of you are going to want to see this. Let's see, what do we get? Oh, nice. A common. That's great. Oh my god, 1 million loot. Boo. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to enter for the last gold pass for this subscriber giveaway for the 41,000. It's the 5th one and final one. I'll see you guys in the next giveaway for sure. But now we can take a little bit of a break here. The wallet needs it. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.